Scattered, scattered across my family line. Girl, she's wrecked. She's wrecked. She's tired. What the hell was that? Babes, it's Tutor's Hot Music Box. Welcome. Hello. Back to the channel, y'all. And if you're new here, hi. We're about to react to some Conan Gray. We are reacting to Conan Gray's EP, Sunset Season. This has been highly requested on the channel. I'm so excited because Conan is coming out with a new album, I believe April 5th. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, let me know what the hell's up. But this is from 2018, bitch. It is 2024, so this is 6 years ago. And he still had his little short hair. And he didn't have his lion mane yet. I'm so excited. Short fun video doing the EP. It's 5 tracks. I definitely have heard Crush Culture. I remember riding in the car with one of my GBFs and he was just like, listen to this shit. And I was like, oh my god, this is so good. But all the other songs, definitely have not heard. If I have, no idea that I have. But I love the names of them. Also, we have Idle Town, Generation Y, Crush Culture, Greek God, and Lookalike. I'm gonna just pick one track today that I think will ruin my life since this is a really short EP. And that track I think will be Lookalike because it's just giving like imposter syndrome. Like it's giving like the person Conan was talking to or had a crush on, it's giving that the person found a lookalike, a doppelganger, and replaced his ass. Or some shit like that. I don't know. That's what it's giving, and I'm actually really excited to be destroyed today on the channel because I don't know. I kind of just feel like getting wrecked. Do you ever just feel like you want to get wrecked sometimes by music? Because I'm kind of just in that mood today where I want to.
Oh, this is Susan from Planned Parenthood. I have her test results. If you could have her give me a call as soon as she can.
I also wore this shirt and it has a little sun on it, like sunset season vibes, girlies. Like, you know what I'm saying. The first track is called Idle Town. It makes me think idle, just like, you know, nothing's moving. We're just idling through. That's the vibes I'm getting. Is that the right definition of that word? I don't know. Am I gonna look it up? Not today. Not today, just because we're on time restraints. It is 5:40 p.m. right now and I have about 45 minutes to record this before I need to start cooking, bitch. I gotta cook, I gotta eat, and then I gotta get up. I don't know why I just got so hee-haw. Oh my god.
Town will never change. People come and go, it's all the same.
Oh god. Is this gonna remind me of home? Is this gonna remind me of the small town that I grew up in? Is this gonna remind me of the small town that I grew up in where the population is like 2,000 people? I mean, I said I wanted to get wrecked, so I should have seen this coming.
The roads on a darling days to any place that's far away. All vowed that we wouldn't stay.
Ooh, I never learned anybody's name. We all vowed that we wouldn't stay. Vowed I wouldn't stay. I was like, I'm getting out of this bitch. And I did. He sounds so different, y'all. Like, he already sounds so young, like a little baby Conan. The vocal maturity in his voice is so, it's just so clear listening to this versus listening to his most recent track, Alley Rose. I'm just like, holy Conan.
All we do for now is sit and wait out town.
I like that. All we do is sit and wait in our idle town. There's nothing else to do. Obviously, you can create your own things to do, but that's one thing that is just really hard about small towns. Like, I love porch life, like just sitting on the porch and drinking coffee and chilling. Love that. But doing that every day gets a little monotonous, and I need to do something like different. Like, I need to like, you know, just do activities. Interesting that he's saying we watch the sunrise because it's called Sunset Season. This is sounding like sunrise season, Conan. What the hell? So this sounds, oh, my fan's acting up. So indie pop right now. I am just, it sounds so different, y'all. His voice, I can't get over how different he sounds.
We watch the springtime and the air is thin while everybody's off partying. Watching stars over ice cream in the atmosphere, and I don't even need a sip of beer.
Ooh, the way he was like, we gonna like damn.
And then our own little games, making life a spinning arcade.
Oh my god, the way he sings.
We watch the sunrise
Interesting, because he says in curfews at midnight we watch the sunrise. So are we breaking curfew? Is that just a form of like rebellion that he's feeling, breaking curfew and watching the sunrise just because the town is so idle? Or is it just safe because there's nothing to do, so you can do that? Because you cannot be doing that in major cities for sure. I mean, you could, depending on where you're at, but if we're in an alley rose, if we're in an alleyway like in that song, then I don't know about all that, y'all. Oh, blinking out of red eyes and sore minds. What are we getting at here? Like, are people watching the sunrise and they just are kind of out of their mind because their mind was just idling so much and they lost their mind because it wasn't being stimulated or something? Why are their eyes red and their minds sore?
I think that will all be okay. The idle town will stay as it stays.
Ooh.
We watch the sunrise.
Sorry, I didn't pay attention to the lyrics too much in that one. I felt like it was pretty repetitive, the lyrics, honestly. He used repetition a lot in that song, which is pretty fitting for, you know, being an idle town. There's not much to do. It's the same old thing, same old thing. So it's fitting that he used the repetition in the lyrics, because that just makes sense with the whole idea of idle town. But I could not get over how different he sounded. I was just distracted by that. Also, like, the amount of voices that this man can make. He can make this lonely dancer ass voice, this alley rose voice, this family line voice, this summer child. I'm just like, Conan, where's the range coming from? Like, how do we have 80 different voices? And why am I obsessed? Definitely a cute track, super chill. It's definitely like giving indie wallflower child vibes, if you know what I mean. And also relatable. I mean, been there, done that in the idle town, I get it. The next track is called Generation Y. Maybe it's just like Generation Y, like we're starting to question, like, why are we here? Why does everyone repeat the past of their parents? Why are we still in this idle town? Why does no one get out? Oh God, I don't know, Conan. Why? All right. Oh, I like this one already. I really like this one. This one's giving. I love just the repetition of why, like it sounds so just like gasping for air, like I don't know. And then we go into the I was off key in cars parked on radium lawns, just the boredom, nothing to do that you're so bored that you're just going key cars. This one sounds super atmospheric too, like I just feel like I'm in the atmosphere of the song. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel. Suburban moms. Suburban moms. Oh shit. I can't imagine having heard this 6 years ago when it came out. I was definitely like at this place pretty much in my life. I'm definitely not really in this spot anymore, but it's definitely still super relatable. I'm sure a lot of people are still connecting with it. The simplicity of the small town life. This town don't got much to do, and you and I haven't got much to lose. There's really not much to lose out here. So do you want to rock in your room like we always do?
I volunteer as tribute!
Faster grew and all the big dreams that we won't pursue and get in your car. Selfish, one of a kind, millennium kids that I wanna die.
What does that mean? We are the helpless, selfish, one-of-a-kind millennium kids that all want to die, walking in the streets with no light inside our eyes. For example, I got a cell phone when I was like 10, I think, for the first time, and it was like one of those little ones that you like push up, a little bar that you could spin to like get to the other, to get to like different options and stuff, like an old ass phone, you know? That was Gen Alpha texting me like, girl, what the kind of phone is that?
But they only know the iPhone.
But that's what I'm saying though, like I feel like being a first generation of people who grew up with like, especially like this new technology, social media, like being the first generation of children who grew up and we're exposed to it in the teenage years. Like, I was exposed to it in the teenage years. I wasn't exposed to it from a young age, and like parents didn't know how to like manage that, or they didn't manage their kids. Maybe he's getting at there's just like this new generation of kids that grew up this way, and like it was rough. Like, I've seen so many people get bullied online, and like people make fake accounts of people, and obviously all that stuff still happens, and it's even worse now. But being the first generation of people to like experience like online bullying, and I'm sure like a few people before me too, like maybe like in their early 30s too, experienced it as well. But walking in the street with no light inside our eyes, just like society has sucked out so much of the light, and it's like this is the perfect life if you want it, and it's like all over social media, and like a lot of people can't live up to those expectations, and we can't achieve that because like we just live normal lives. Like, but social media is such like a postcard. It's such a not sense of what everyday life is like, you know.
Parents think we're fast asleep, but looking out the window
Dude.
of earth decay.
Not earth decay.
Much to do, and you and I haven't got much to lose. So we wanna leave everyone in this place for good.
Yes, sir, I do.
I'm pissed, I wanna die. Walking in the street with no light inside. Our worthless curse with too much time to get into trouble and lose our minds. Generation Y.
They're such interesting lyrics. I'm trying to dissect them. You know, we're just the helpless, selfish, one of a kind, millennium kids that all want to die. It's just interesting because painting the generation in this image, because I think it is like one of the saddest, most depressed generations. And people always say, oh, it's because like it wasn't diagnosed, which obviously definitely cases of that for sure. But I do think it is one of the saddest generations, just because the whole exposure to social media, the exposure to technology, like in phones and just all that stuff really changed the way we think. It changed every aspect of everyday lives. Like, it changed how people make friends. It changed how, you know, people communicate with one another. It changed everything. And that's why I don't be scrolling too much on these short form content goddamn apps, because you just see, you know, fake after fake and content that it's like, man, I wish my life was like that. And you start to get sad, and you start to be like, why don't I have that? Why does this person have that?
Live a night tonight. That's exactly why we are the helpless, selfish, one of a kind. Light inside our eyes. Generation Y.
Oh, a fade out. We love a fade out on the channel. Why? Conan, I wish I could tell you. That one was interesting. I don't relate so much. Like, I think it is hard, and I've definitely been exposed to the social media and stuff, and it's definitely made me sad at points. I feel like I'm in a better place now than I used to be with stuff like that. I think it's easier when, you know, you come in more to like who you feel like you are as a person, versus like seeing everything that you see online. It can be really hard, especially in your teenage years. I mean, there's just so much exposure, and usually you're seeing people who are who are in their late 20s or early 30s when you're in your teens, and you think that your life should be like theirs, and there's such an age gap. But that's a whole nother story. But I don't know, I feel like I'm missing something in that song. But let me know like what y'all think about that song. I would really like to hear y'all thoughts. Generation Y. Next up we got Crush Culture. I've definitely heard this track before. I feel like I remember the chorus. It was like, crush culture makes me wanna spill my guts out, like something like that. Pretty sure it talks about like crushes, and like just like how having a crush, the culture of that is just so like ick, and it just like makes him want to spill his guts out, because it's just so like, oh, like the feelings and the emotions from having a crush. Also, one thing I would like to say before we start this is that I watched the Conan Gray Zach Sang interview, the most recent one, and it's just so interesting. He said he was never in a relationship, and this Found Heaven album that he's releasing is the first relationship that he's gonna be in, and it's crazy that he writes songs like this, and like especially songs on Superache. I'm like, how the hell do you write tracks like that and you've never even dated anyone? beyond me, bitch. I could never. I mean, I couldn't even.
My God, don't look at your phone. No one's gonna call you.
My God, don't look at your phone. No one's gonna call you. Quit checking your volume. I do think that's going back into Generation Y. It's just like our parents didn't used to do this. Like, they didn't used to look at their phone because cell phones didn't exist. Maybe they were like waiting for the phone to ring inside, but that's a whole different feeling than having like this phone diary thing. And you're just waiting for someone to send you a text, not even a call, but a text, just like, you know, from a crush. I just think like the whole way we think now is rewired. I mean, even with Gen Alpha, like, they communicate through Snapchat, and I'm like, they just like send photos and they don't even put words on them, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I don't know how to communicate.
If I'm forever alone, I'm not falling for you. 'Cause this baby is love proof.
Conan, that's not what Found Heaven's telling me. Interesting. I don't want to participate in your game of manipulation. Are they manipulating you into thinking that they like you, but they really don't?
Ladies, move. Gentlemen, move. Somebody ring the alarm. A fire on the roof. Ring the alarm.
All this love is suffocating. Just let me be sad and lonely.
Spill my guts out. Know what you're doing, trying to get me to. Oh, dude, I remember this chorus was banging when my friend played it in the car for me. It's all coming back to me now. Freshman year of college.
There were nights when the wind was so cold.
Ow.
Spill my guts out. Spill my guts out.
The visual of that also, crush culture, makes me want to spill my guts out. Your heart, your guts just all ripped open. Because you just have a crush on someone, and it's like you're putting everything out there, and it's all over the floor because they might not like you back, and that's such a scary feeling. It's also making me think about Olivia Rodrigo guts. It's just like pouring your guts out, and then, you know, they might not like you back. You know, love is embarrassing energy. Or it sucks too if they do feel the same way, and then y'all talk and it doesn't even work out in the end because y'all are too different. All that crush, all that anticipation for nothing. Sorry, we're not trying to get dark today. I'm not trying to wreck y'all. I'm just speaking on the lyrics, okay?
No, don't look in their eyes, 'cause that's how they get you. All they're feeding you is beautiful lies, so hide in the bathroom.
Oh, kind of sounds like we're at some kind of like party, and you know, someone's trying to kiss Conan at the party, and then they're gonna dip after they kiss him, and he's gonna be all alone with this crush. Like, they just wanted to kiss those luscious lips or something, like, I don't know.
I don't wanna participate in your game of manipulation. You're sad and lonely.
I love how the production too, when he's like, just let me be sad and lonely, it just kind of like fades out there to like this like silence and this sense of aloneness. I like how the production like does that with like the lyrics. It's cool. The culture of having a crush sucks. Trying to get me to pursue ya. Spill my guts out. Whoa, I was kind of feeling that. I was like, spill my guts out. Spill my guts. And I'm like actually thinking about what I'm saying, and I'm like, oh my god, like why am I like vibing to that? I'm just like no.
Shut your damn mouth.
Sorry. That's what they tell me.
No one cares if you're too made out.
True, I don't give a fuck. Do you, boo?
Kissing cold.
That's so interesting too. It feels very like almost middle school, that sentence. I'm sick of the kissing cult. Just middle school or high school. It's like, oh, or like freshman year of high school or something. It's like, did you have your first kiss yet? Did y'all kiss? Did y'all kiss each other? It's just like, that's all people want to know. But then whenever you get older, it's like, did y'all like, you know, did y'all, you know, boom boom yet? I'm just like, why y'all so nosy? Dude. Honestly, thinking about crush culture in 2024 has my guts ripped. That just makes me scared thinking about it. Oh my god, I do not like that. Speaking of God, we're getting into Greek God, bitch. And what kind of song is this about to be? Greek God? Like, does Conan have a crush on someone who looks like a Greek god or goddess? Like, I'm just like, what? Does he think he's a Greek god? I'm like, what is this title? Also, I haven't figured out yet what's the significance behind sunset season. Is like this like a sunset of his life, like the sun set and now he's on to a different part of life and this used to be part of his life and that season of his life has set. Y'all let me know if there's some significance behind the EP title. I would love to know that too. All right, we're gonna get into Greek god. Give me Poseidon, give me Aphrodite, Athena, Zeus. Oh, he's hitting me with the mm-ms already.
I don't really care if you like me or not, but I know that you want me to. You and all your friends have to walk in a squad, cause y'all are so insecure.
Walking in their little squad of their little posse pack, having to walk together because they're scared and insecure to be by themselves. That's like one thing, like all these like little, there's always like the queen bee or the queen dude or king dude, whatever. There's always like this little posse pack and they all stick together and there's one person who's like the bitchiest and other people are just followers because they can't stand up for what they believe in usually. And then the leader of the posse pack has some deep-rooted insecurities that need to get worked on or some shit. Why is this still hitting? I'm not in high school, but this is still accurate. The posse packs are still here, bitch.
The eldest trick in the book.
Ooh.
Nothing you could say won't like you anyways.
Hold on, I'm still stuck on there's nothing you could do to dampen up my mood. Are you wet? He's just like wet with tears or something. Or crying, I guess.
You've been hurt, don't mean that it's our turn.
Oh, I know that you've been hurt, don't mean that it's our turn. What did I say about the leader of the posse pack? Or the ringleader is always, they had some shit that happened to them and they were hurt, so then they deflect. And that doesn't mean it's the other person's turn. It doesn't mean to be a bully.
Cause I know what you really want, a little more confidence. I'm tired of hearing it. Fraud with nothing but fickle friends. Good God, Greek God.
This is kind of taking a new meaning. I'm also thinking about Greek life and just like being in like typically being in fraternity and sororities can be associated with just like buying friends, you know, just becoming part of like the crew, part of the pack or whatever. I don't necessarily agree with that. Definitely interesting.
Like how you never shut up, cause you got dirt on everyone.
Oh.
Wanted me gone, then why don't you go get your gun?
Oh my god.
And since you always swear that you wanted me gone, then why don't you go get your gun? What the hell? Conan, you're killing me. We're taking killing me to a whole nother level.
I'm tired of hearing it. Greek God, good God.
It's so interesting because the way he says it too, Greek God, good God, Greek God. Like it also, in a way too, sounds like he kind of like is just like done with them, but also just like, ugh, the way you had that hold on me or something. I don't know if I'm just like looking in too much the way he's like enunciating it, but it makes me think too that maybe he was feeling some type of way about one of these people, like had a crush or something, and
It was like a secret crush or something. And
now this person's just off with their fickle friends and pretending like Conan doesn't exist, and he's just like, oh, I can't stand this person, but they're a Greek god. For like, it's like that double meaning or something. I don't know if I'm like just being a little too like analytical here, but oh, the way he says good God though. It was the way he was saying he's like Greek god, and then he's like good god. Like, you know what I mean? Like spicy, but also just like Greek god. You know, I have a lot of questions about that track. I want to know what y'all think about that one for sure. Let me know if like there's that double meaning of maybe like Greek as in like frat sorority, but also like they're beautiful and like, I don't know, it just, I feel like there was some kind of like tension in that track that I was feeling. Please let me know if you have any insights, y'all. The last track is called Lookalike. I definitely think based off of Greek god that some person got a lookalike, copy paste Conan, and that they're basically dating Conan but in a different font. And Conan's just like, British culture, Greek gods, like, I'm just out here trying to make it and y'all making me a maniac. That's the vibes I'm getting. All right, let's find out. Ooh. Whoa, the left, right, in and out of the ears. Whoa.
To the summer night when we met eyes, it's like a movie lines. But now you're laying in another guy's arms.
What did I say? I knew it.
'Cause I'm all gone.
Conan wants to know if the person still sees Conan in their eyes. Are you still looking at me when you're looking at them? No, no. Oh, Conan's confident. Oh. What did I say? I predicted this one to a T. I knew it.
Can't compete 'cause I've already won.
Winner.
But honey, you're not fooling anyone.
Dude, I like this song a lot. Dude, this is the one, y'all. This is the one.
He looks a lot like I did back then. Baby, don't lie, and I'll admit that
Dude, I can't believe this person got a copy paste Conan. Like, what the hell? Obviously Conan's the better option.
think about you at night. Well, I'm on the stay now.
Oh no, let's not spiral thinking about them.
To hide and erase you from my life. I'm dying to find a lookalike.
Oh no.
No, I didn't know it was gonna go here. No, not this route. Let's take the road less traveled here, Conan. No, we're not gonna try to find a copy paste person. Not me getting gagged because now Conan's trying to do it. Stop.
And when you look at that smile,
I'm done.
in your head, you see me instead. 'Cause you've been in mine every day since then.
Conan, hang up the phone.
Find a lookalike.
No, you do not have to do that.
I need a lookalike.
You're joking. You're actually joking right now. The EP did not just end with this track. I need a lookalike. I'm deceased. I'm done. I'm literally done. What the hell was this? I thought we were doing a sunset season on this relationship, but we're saying we need a lookalike? I'm literally joked. I cannot believe Conan said he needs a lookalike. No, we don't need a lookalike. We need an original, a fresh new person. You don't want to be reminded of the past. I would like to know what y'all think about this EP. I am conflicted about this last track now because it was going like I thought it was gonna go, and then he threw the switch up on me with he wants a lookalike, and I don't know how I feel about that.
And I don't feel good about that, to be honest.
I want to talk to him and be like, no, we're not gonna self-sabotage here. I love the small town energy of these tracks. It's just, I feel that, bro. I literally feel it. Comment down your top track below. I think based on all of these, my favorite is definitely Lookalike, but I am a little pissed about the ending, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll accept it as it is. Like, obviously it's art, it's Conan's story, not mine, but I wanted it to end differently, obviously. If you made it to the end, babes, as always, you're beautiful and sexy, and thank you so much for sticking and riding along all the way to the end of this video with me. if you would subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate that. If this is your first time on the channel, we're getting into some more Conan reactions, so stay tuned for more videos and hit that subscribe button, y'all. That's gonna be it for me for today, but I will see y'all soon with some more reactions. And I hope they all have a lovely day or a beautiful night, and I'll catch y'all soon. Later, babes.